Hello everybody, this is the Funky G, but you already knew that, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time, Terra escaped the evil clutches of Kefka with the help of her new friend King Edgar of Figaro and Thief Lock Cole, or whatever his last name is. Anyways, so then we got on this chocobo to escape, and we're not sure where to go except for we need to go to south. So if you'll notice on the map over here, there's actually a cave right above me if you look. But I wanted to just point out one thing about being on a chocobo in this game, and there's also a couple, or at least one other case where you get this view of the world. This like third dimension perspective type of thing. I personally find it unnecessary for this game specifically. Like the first five Final Fantasy games, all of the world map travel is top view, no first person type view. This isn't first person, but it's like first person. But anyways, the point is, when you get off the chocobo, watch, I'll show you, it goes back to top down perspective. So if you don't know where you are on the map, you get off and you kind of get all disoriented. Watch, so I press B to get off the chocobo, and now the map's back to top down view. And while back on the Super Nintendo that may have been innovative and cool, it was certainly unnecessary. It just throws you off in a 2D game to have that third dimension thrown in, so you get kind of lost. So you are forced to use the map, and it's harder to learn your landscape just by looking at it. I don't know, it's just me, personal preference. Anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining about it, and let's head inside of this cave, which apparently is being guarded by some fool in a red coat. Hopefully he talks to us. He's not like one of those English gents who just doesn't move. His horse is in the way. Chocobo. Yo, bro, I need you to get out of the way. King Edgar, where are you headed? Well, I guess he's not the silent type after all. Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. Return to the castle and tell the others we're safe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of the castle, isn't it like underground? How the hell is he supposed to do that? Whatever. At least that wasn't a long conversation. Into the cave we go. Okay, so this is
the South Figaro Cave.
Yes, this is the South Figaro Cave. There are a few treasures here, and a recovery spring with a turtle. Huh. Turtle, eh? Could it be Matoya? Not Matoya, sorry. Gil? Could it be Gil? It's very curious. I've always wondered what this turtle was all about. To be honest, I'm still not remembering it off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure he's important later, if I remember correctly. Anyway, this cave is pretty useless right now. It's pretty much just a segue into the next area. There are a few treasures in here, like I said. Right now, I'm actually going to try to ignore them and just go through the cave as quickly as I can, from what I can remember. Crap, I don't remember which way to go, so you're going to have to bear with me, especially since I can't run. But we are going to get to witness our first few battles with our crew of 3. I know we fought one battle last episode against the group of Magitech armor, but now we're actually going to get to see the basic handling of having a full party, or almost full party in this game, even though we're nowhere near to the point where we can actually be customizable and have all the characters do what we want them to do. Right now they're kind of just stuck with the basic attacks that they come with, which at this point in the game is not so bad. The enemies are stupid easy at this point. We haven't even gotten to the point where this game is going to get... We haven't even seen where this game is actually going to have some difficulty, when there are some pretty difficult boss battles later in the game, I must say. This Final Fantasy has some of the most difficult boss battles, I would have to say. Or at least some of the most annoying. I remember that much. And as you saw right there, Terra just learned the spell Antidote, or Ant-Dot, as it is known on the Super Nintendo version. And I don't know how I'm going to end up showing all these battles, because we're just going to be fighting the same shit over and over again. But for now, I'm just going to show them until they get ridiculous. This is only the third one, and I'll definitely show every battle when it's a new enemy, so you can expect that. But if you've watched any of my other Final Fantasy Let's Plays, you know I don't make you suffer through every battle if I feel like it. It all kind of depends on how long the dungeon takes. If it's a short dungeon, I don't care. But if the dungeon's going to take me a while, why make you watch every battle? Especially when I don't know where the hell I'm going. Like, there's our first example of how skipping a battle's kind of going to go. The only reason I skipped that one is because I'm not exactly sure which way I'm supposed to go. I'm kind of lost already. And the sad part is I shouldn't be lost, but I am. Do I have to go up these stairs? I could have sworn these only have treasure. If you've happened to never play this game, just know that when you fight all these battles early on in the game, if you're not using Edgar's auto crossbow move, you're wasting your time. Because seriously, it attacks all enemies and it does way more damage than his regular attack. So seriously, use it, spam it, use it every turn. So we found our way through the cave, a lot easier than I expected. I didn't realize I was supposed to go up those stairs. So we're outside here in a new area on the map. We're just basically on the other side of the mountains. We were north of here, now we're south of there. Yay! On the map, if you'll look, there's a couple white dots near us. There's one just south of us. And our first battle in this area, we run into a Rhinotar, which looks a lot like Rocksteady if you look at him closely. I guess I could also show off a different move, like let's try Noise Blaster just to show it off. I don't think it does a lot of damage, but it does some damage, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, it confuses. That's right. So we just confused him and made him heal himself. Yay, like that's what we wanted. At least we stole a free tonic. It was worth it all for the tonic. And I think I've actually used the move Bioblaster back in the first episode just to show it off with Terra, because Terra had it when she had the Magitech armor. But otherwise, the tools belong to Edgar, and it looks like we need to cure up Terra a little bit there. So in this episode, we're going to reach our first explorable town. I was going to say first town, but we've already been to Narsh. But Narsh was more of an intro place. It wasn't much of a town. It is a town, don't get me wrong. We'll get to go back there later and explore it as normal. Lock gained a level there. But for now, this is going to be our first real town where we actually get to go inside and see what's going down in a town. This is the town of South Figaro, and if you see, there's a guy who just walked into town. He looked kind of dark and scary. You see that guy? Did you see him? He moves so quick it's hard to actually keep up with him. But if I would have kept up with him, he actually went inside the cafe. And I'm very curious to see who that man is, because he got here when we got here. Okay, first thing I want to tell you before we do anything else is when you come to this town, acknowledge that you don't want to get any of the treasures in the pots or the barrels at all, because later in the game there will be better items in the pots and barrels. So just to avoid getting any of them on accident, hey little girl, what's up? To avoid getting any of them on accident, you want to make sure you just don't look at any pots or barrels while you're here the first few times. Just when I say later, I mean like end of the game later. I'll let you know when we get there, but it's going to be a long time before we get there. And that's the same reason I skipped the treasures back in the Figaro cave, and the same reason I skipped all the treasures back in the Narsh cave. So just know that we're going to be skipping a lot of treasures here in the first part of the game, because there will be better treasures in there later, and we don't really need the treasures that are in the early parts of the game. It's not really a lot of equipment and chests. Anyway, so this is the weird looking black suited fellow with his dog. He came into town right before us. He looks kind of scary. Should we talk to him? I'm a little afraid to talk to him. He might like turn around and stab us. He looks like a ninja or some sort. Let's talk to him and see what's up. Oh, it looks like he doesn't want to talk to us. At the very least, you could have given me a response. Rude. Whoa, Edgar seems to know who he is. Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through! He seems vaguely familiar. Wait a minute! Uh-oh. Edgar seems to know who this fellow is. Whoa! What? You're telling me this is a character we're gonna get on our team? You're damn right. Check the stats. Okay, so we have a very scary looking ninja fellow here. Look at that badass picture. Oh my god. He looks like he's gonna be a bloody master of disaster. As we can see, his occupation is assassin. His skill is gonna be throw, so he's gonna be pretty much like a ninja from what we remember in Final Fantasy games. We'll get more into that when we actually recruit this fellow. But as you can see, we don't know a whole lot about this guy that's really specific. Well, the only thing we really do know is that he lies from Death Valley, like the Undertaker. That's something I thought was just creative. And he loves hard-boiled eggs, yoga, and long walks on a beach. He's a sensitive guy on the underside of his mask. He also hates dreams, so he falls asleep. He hates that shit. So Freddy Krueger must be in his nightmares or something. I'm not sure. He also doesn't like cats, evidenced by the fact that he walks around with a dog. And he also absolutely abhors staying in one place for too long, so he's always on the move. So he's probably not going to be in this town for very long. It's a good thing we ran into him when we did. Anyways, his description, if I didn't get to it already, is that he owes his allegiance to no one and will do anything for money. He comes and goes like the wind. Very well described person. So, what is a man like this named? Well, his name isn't Bob, that's for goddamn sure. Yeah, that's right. His name is Shadow. Full-grown human ninja hero, full-grown human ninja hero, full-grown human ninja hero, assassin in a black hood, ninja power. He's the world's most fearsome killing machine. He's the shit. His dog will rip your throat because he's mean. He has a mighty grip. When the evil Kefka attacks, you're hoping that he has your back. Full-grown human ninja hero, full-grown human ninja hero. He taught himself how to rupture spleens. That's a radical act. Though he may not lead, bitches follow when he leaves. That's a fact, Jack. He's way too cool and rude. Give him a break. You won't find him at your party, dude. Full-grown human ninja hero, full-grown human ninja hero, full-grown human ninja hero. He slit his own mom's throat for a nickel. Yep, that's Shadow. And I couldn't have said it any better myself. Or, wait, did I? Anyways, as you could see, that was a much more appropriate theme song for a man like this. He deserves more than a 10-second little theme. He deserves a whole theme song of his own that I came up with myself. If you liked it, let me know. Anyways, better stay clear of him, I guess, because otherwise, you know, he might stab us while we're not looking. So yeah, if we try to talk to him again, he's just nothing, and his dog is like, oh, well, speaking to his dog makes him say something. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. Now that's fucking scary. Don't talk to his fucking dog. He'll eat your hand off, bitch. So anyways, that's all we have to do here in the cafe. We could talk to other people, but yeah, ain't nothing special that we can do right now. What is this little girl doing? She's running around in circles and shit. Crazy ass little girl. But there's going to be one very key item here in town that we're going to get that's going to help help tremendously with this LP. It's going to let me be able to move around a lot faster. Yeah, finally. And I'm pretty sure the item I speak of lies inside of this big ass house, or mansion, if you will. No, it's not Luigi's mansion. This is way before that, okay? Way before that. And if I'm wrong, it might not be in this house, but I'm pretty sure it is, because this is the only mansion I know of in town. And if I'm recalling where it is, it's actually over here, on the other side of this bookcase. There's a staircase. Bookcase, staircase, staircase, bookcase. Hey, hey, hey. And we'll be coming down here later again as part of the story, but little known fact, you can come down here right now at this point in the game, and you can get some of the treasures that lie down here. Is this one of them? I can't remember where they all are, so you're gonna have to bear with me while I explore a little bit. But I'm pretty sure there's a couple treasures here we can get. There's a save point down here. We'll be using that later. We don't need it right this moment. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, there's a treasure. There's a pot. There's a treasure. We got 500 GP. Yay! Not particularly amazing, but money's always good at every time in the game. Got a ticking clock. Tick-tock clock, and here's our two treasures I believe we came down here for the most. No, not that one. Okay, we got an empty one. I swear there's a treasure down here that I'm not making this up. I can't be wrong, can I? Is it a secret? There's a secret wall down here, maybe? I'm trying to remember exactly where it is, and it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember after all these years. This has been many years since I've played this game, and I have not played this version of the game ever, so trying to remember where everything is really difficult. I just recall there being some treasures down here that you can get now, and they're very helpful, and they're often missed. They're even missed when you've actually, like, the first time through here. I could have sworn they were down here. Hold on. Okay, so I had the right idea. The treasures are actually in this room. For some reason I thought maybe I was wrong and they weren't here. But what I was supposed to do is I was supposed to go all the way down right here so you can't see me, then go right, and then you go what? Downstairs some more. Basement 2? How can a place have 2 basements? I don't know. But anyway, this is definitely an often missed room because you can never see it. You only have to find it on accident unless you know it's already there. So, we got a hyper wrist, and I believe there's a secret wall either in here. Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. No secret wall, there's just a treasure that's hard to see right there. And if you saw the name of that treasure, that's the running shoes. So let's go to our menu, go to relics, because we just got our first 2 relics of the game. I'm going to go ahead and equip the running shoes on Terra, and we'll equip the hyper wrist to Locke because he attacks more than Edgar does. Edgar uses his tools. So now if I hold down... Which button is it? Which button is it? I could have sworn... Hold on. Which button is it? One of these... How do you run? I could have sworn that lets you run. Huh. I don't get it. I thought the running shoes actually let you run in this game. Oh, maybe it only lets you run with the character that they're on? Hold on, let's try that. So let's switch Terra to the front. Now can we run? No, we can't. Huh. That's kind of weird. I guess I'll have to figure that out later. I could have sworn you could run when you have the running shoes on. Don't quote me on that, I guess. Well, whatever. So, I've spent enough time wandering around this town as it is. Let's head back outside, and the last thing I really want to do while I'm here is show you guys the shops before I head out. I've already spent enough time in this damn town. I really have. Okay, let's head back out here, like I said, without the running, which I swear you could run. Maybe it's the sprint shoes that make you run and the running shoes that give you faster speed in battle. I might have it backwards. I could have it backwards, so don't quote me on what I think is correct and what I don't know. Can we not shop here? Oh, there's a guy here that explains to you what relics are. These double my walking speed. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to know. These? What are these? Oh, now we got a Moogle here to explain to us what relics are and how they work. Sprint shoes double your speed. True Knight lets you shield others. Dragoon boots, jump. Yeah, I get that. Gauntlet. So sprint shoes must be the ones that make you run. So let's buy some of those. Those are the ones I wanted. I guess yeah. I guess I had it backwards. I could have sworn running shoes are the ones that made you sprint. Okay, so now we're going to expedite the process of how this works. And we'll go ahead and give the running shoes to Edgar, just so everybody has something. Okay, so now I don't have to press anything. You just automatically sprint when you walk around. Oh my god, that's such a lifesaver. Okay, so from now on, whatever my party is, I'm always going to try to make sure somebody has some sprint shoes on. Now that I've clarified the naming conventions of this version of the game, gotta love when I'm playing a version of the game I've never played before. Anyway, I love how they call the weapon shop the Arsenal in this game. It's actually very cool. Just gonna see what I have equipped and what I might want to get. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy a Regal Cutlass. Can't hurt. We already have those. I'm not gonna over-equip myself because there are treasures here and there that'll make me better. I don't need to spend a lot of money on weapons. I will probably spend most of my money on armor just to keep myself heavily defended. There's not a lot of two-handed wielding in this game unless you have the relic that lets you do two-handed weapons. So we won't see a lot of dual-wielding weapons in this game like I did in the earlier previous Final Fantasy games. There's a lot of dual-wielding weapons. So I'm probably just going to buy a lot of stuff that we can equip now. I do have a lot of money from getting all them treasure chests underneath the town. Anyways, so that is pretty much all I have that I want to do here in this town, isn't there? Oh, I think I want to head to the item shop real quick. We've checked the armor and the weapon and the relic, so let's check the regular item shop and see if there's any items I should stock up on. It's good to get to know your town. That way you can kind of get the layout for when you got to come back later and get things done quickly, or for other story things that will happen here in this town. And believe me, there will be other things to do having to do with the story in this game. This isn't the kind of Final Fantasy game where you just visit a town one time and if you ever go back there it's just to get some stuff you might have missed. This game, the story drives just about everything you do. And you'll see that if you've never played this game before. Anyway, there's actually a shop here where you can get back on a chocobo if you want. We won't need that for this area. The area that we're in is pretty small. Unnecessary. Back outside we go, and there's one last little thing I want to do before we cap this episode off, which is already probably running longer than I expected. There's this little house over here by itself next to a tree. Let's check it out. This is an unnamed house. Huh, I wonder who lives here. He grows one cabbage and one radish, though. That's a meal. He must be cooking for one, because seriously, who only grows one cabbage and one radish at a time? Doesn't even make any sense. Look how empty this house is.
What's that smell? Smells like doo-doo.
Someone needs to clean up. Flowers. His favorite. Apparently Edgar might know who this is. He smelled something funny. He smells flowers. There's tonic in the garbage can. And this, his favorite tea. Who is his and who is him and who might this be? Why does Edgar know so much about him? Why can we take a nap in this guy's bed? I don't even know. This is all weird stuff to me. But we get a free nap out of it. Why in the hell not? Anytime I can get a nap in, I take it myself. And I try to leave, and Edgar has to reminisce for a second. Sabin! He was here! Sabin. Oh, snap. Sabin is Edgar's brother, if you don't remember. We learned that last episode. And there's an old man out here all of a sudden. What the hell? How did you get here? What the? Yeah, what the? You just showed up out of nowhere. You know this guy?
Of course. He left a couple of days ago after he heard Master Duncan was slain. He headed into the mountains. I heard Duncan's son Vargas is missing as well. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh god, so do I. Duncan and Vargas? Who are these people? I don't even know. Whatever. Sabin's around here somewhere, and he apparently went to some mountain. Next time, we're gonna go check out the mountain. This has been Final Fantasy VI, and I will see you in the next one.
Peace.
How'd you guys like that TMNT remix that I threw down? If you guys enjoyed that, let me know in the comment section. If you never want me to sing ever again, you can also let me know that in the comment section. Otherwise, watch some more episodes of some other stuff.